Hey guys, what is up? It is the boy back for a quick review video. Somebody asked me to review an attack, and that is what I'm going to do. So let's jump right to it. Base number 13. I shared. Oh, first we'll scout. So if you look at this base, one thing that you notice is that all four of the anti-air is right here. And that is one jump spell away. Jump spell has a diameter of 6. One jump spell away from getting in to that compartment from here. So something like a GoHoWiPe or GoHoWiPe, some way to be able to get all four of those anti-air down, and then just rain balloons. A couple here, 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 and everything converging to the center from the backside. So the plan that I had envisioned was take a lightning spell. You want to take the lightning for the CC. Take a jump. Take a rage for the back end loons right here in the middle. You probably don't need it, but I think you could get through pretty quickly, and then have the loons kind of fill in on these sides here and whatever else needs taking down, and then either a heal or a rage in the middle, because if you're running P.E.K.K.A.s, you really want them to do a lot of damage. So my idea would have been, if you can check the range here. It's a little wizard right here would be great, a wizard right here. So what I would do is I would drop a golem here and a golem here. So it takes aggros from all the defenses, and you're putting one on each side for a reason, because then you want to drop whiz, 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 whiz. You only need 5 wizards. If you get those 5 wizards, you're created quite the funnel. Now, one of the things I suggested to help with making the jump spell easier, because this is a very precise jump spell. In order for it to work perfectly as planned, you need that jump just touching this wall and just touching this wall down here. And so if you don't get it, because you need to get in each one of these quadrants for the attack to work perfectly. If you don't get it, you're kind of screwed. So what I suggested was double wall breaker and double wall breaker. And that would come in here, blow that up. This would come in here, blow this up. So what's going to happen is you're going to take out the cannon, and then the golems are going to come this way and this way. Each golem, that's why you started one on each side. They're going to kind of split off there. But if that didn't happen or whatever, I mean, this jump spell needs to happen, because once they get into here, I mean, if the wall breakers work to perfection and they both go, and towards here, you want to get that jump spell down, and make sure all you're doing with the 2 wall breakers is allowing you to miss a little bit up top. You don't need to worry about the top one anymore. You need to just make sure that you cover pretty much this. And that's easy enough. I mean, this is only 4 away instead of the 6, so you got plenty of miss space. But you need to get that down, because you want to get them towards the center. So once these garbage buildings are down, king, queen, all the other DPS and stuff that you're going to have just coming right from the center here, coming right down the gut. Splitting things off left and right if you want, but you got to get the jump spell right here, because we need to get into all 4 of these compartments to kill those. So that's the first part of the attack. The second part, and then obviously, rage somewhere right here, or wherever the rage looks nicest. I'm guessing there's like hidden Teslas here. Looks very hidden Tesla-ish for that. So once that happens, I'm going to erase this here. Once that happens, and your troops are doing work on the inside, as soon as the queen kind of latches on to the middle, you can start working from the bottom because you know that, I mean, these don't have quite the range, so the bottom ones are going to be able to stay alive longer. I mean, you can wait a little bit longer if you want to get to all the anti-airs, but you don't want to wait too long because if you don't have anything like taking damage in the middle, then you're kind of segmenting the attack too much, and then you don't have, this wizard tower, instead of beating the crap out of your loons, could be hitting a golem. If you wait till that golem's all the way dead, the wizard tower is going to start hitting your loons. You're going to have a worse time of things. So that's kind of what I mean by you don't want to rush it because you want to make sure you have these main pieces down. But at the same time, you don't want to go too slow, because if you go too slow and you segment your attacks, that's also bad. But I think I suggested, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14? 14? I don't remember how many I suggested, but I think you want 3 loons up here, and that's going to come in here, and then it can help take this out if it needs to, or it can move down here and take this out. And same over here. I would have done 3 loons here. Comes here, and then it can either take this out or come here and take this out. And likewise, 3 loons here and 3 loons here. This is gonna, or what you could do, and what might be better, is like 1 loon here, and 1 loon here. Let them come here on this mortar that's blocked by the info button. Take that down, and then drop like 2 more loons right out here. So right when they get to it, drop a couple more loons right here. So they're gonna start coming here. Both of these are already there, so they're going to drop that first bomb pretty quickly, and then they're going to come here. This one's going to split off over here, this one's going to split off over here, and then you've got, you got 3 loons here, 3 loons here. This big blank space is awfully suspicious. If there's no hidden Teslas up here, they're probably right there. The other thing that you might notice is, like, okay, he's got all his anti-air here, and he's got his blower pointing this way. He probably knows that he's weak from the air, from the backside. He's probably got traps just littered right here. And I think one of the other attacks kind of points that out. That's just, I don't know if I would have thought of that right away. I would have thought, oh man, this is a really good spot, and then does not put 2 and 2 together. But I'm pretty sure he's got those littered right there, so that could hurt for backside loons. It kind of invites those backside loons a little bit, but it is what it is. So once that's kind of the plan that I envisioned for this base. Now we're going to take a look at the replay and see what are the small things that we can tweak about the attack to make it a little bit better. So we got Bill here. He's coming in, and Bill and I kind of worked on this attack a little bit. So I would have liked to see the golem drop just a little bit back farther. This is not bad at all. He's got the 5 wizards. I would be liking to see this other golem. He unfortunately runs the wall breakers into the mortar fire, and that kind of screws him up a little bit, because as you can see, this other wizard's a little late. He could be sitting here and starting to tank damage. This other wizard, I don't know if you can see, he's under half health. It's a very small line. But if you have both of them there, kind of ready to go, as soon as his wall breaker's missed, that's when you kind of got to be on your toes, and you got to be like, okay, the wall breaker's missed, but I still need to get in these 4 compartments. This is probably where, you take the wall breakers as a safety net. That didn't work, so we still have to hit the jump spell now. So I would have liked to seen the jump spell as soon as the wall breakers, as soon as he saw, oh crap, that's not going to work. I would have liked to seen the jump spell. So maybe that first golem a little bit sooner. Get the golems, coming in from 2 different angles. Here. The wall breakers were fine, just a little unlucky with the mortar fire. I continue to do that too. The wizards were great. But yeah, so those were the small things that I would have done. So now we got these golems coming in this way. which makes the attack really hard because you need to get over here, and it's going to be a hard time getting over there with like DPS if your tanks are dawdling over on the other side. So you can see at this point, because some of these other drops are so late too, and really what you wanted to do is get that jump spell down, get your DPS down, and get things going towards these bases right inside here, because the dropping is happening all the way out here. The closest thing is outside the base, which is not good, and I think that's kind of what ruins the attack. You know, this part was okay. This part was okay. The wall breakers kind of got sniped, which stinks, but the jump spell needed to happen to try to get things and enticed by going towards the middle, and instead everything kind of runs on the outskirts. Lightning spell's good. He had a whatchamacallit in there, a Valkyrie, so she's kind of a piece of work. But at this point, like all these hidden Teslas are just zapping the P.E.K.K.A.s because there's no tanks left tanking that damage, and those guys drop like freaking candy. So unfortunately, like, the idea was good, just slightly off on a little bit of the execution. Couldn't quite get, you know, all 4 of the anti-airs down, and you know, I probably should have mentioned to Bill to, you know, what my plan was for the loons. It wouldn't have mattered at this point anyway, but as soon as he played all these loons here, loons don't do a lot of damage when they're clumped. And that's just the fact that, you know, the back loon is still trying to move to that defense as the front loon is taking it out. You only need 2 loon drops, you know, to take down the best of defenses. So the first 2 that get there are doing work. The rest of them are just kind of along for the ride. So you want to split up that damage amongst different defenses. And you can see, like, you know, this is great. This is the split that we want. But the traps kind of melt all of his loons. And, you know, just them being kind of clumped didn't help either. So, you know, if I saw this base, excuse me, if I saw this base now that we've had a scout on it, I would plan things a little bit differently. I might try to run a couple loons just to tank some of those traps and get some of those traps gone. I might also try to be cheeky and put up like a lava hound just to run through and take all those traps. But a couple things that needed a slight adjustment for the attack to really take off. Again, I mean, it's small things, right? You know, just getting both golems out, getting them ready. The wizards were fine. The wall breakers were just a little unlucky on the one side. But the whole thing about Clash of Clans and the whole thing about attacking is you got to be on your toes. So when one thing doesn't work, you kind of have to have a backup plan in your mind. And if you don't, it's quick thinking. It's, oh crap, you know, what is my main objective of this first part, and how do I still get that main objective given what I have left? And you know, there wasn't a whole lot here to draw the king and the P.E.K.K.A.s in real quickly. You know, they kind of took the long way around, which, you know, the tanks and the front wave DPS died off real quickly, and by the time the P.E.K.K.A.s came, you know, you got all this lightning shooting them at them, and the P.E.K.K.A.s die quickly. So just a few unfortunate things, but I applaud the effort, and I you know, people are gonna struggle with some of these different attacks that are, you know, really aimed at getting 3 stars, but in the end, it's gonna be worth it. You know, once you get the attack down and you really feel comfortable with dropping the troops and thinking on your toes, it's gonna come along. So good job, Bill. Nice try. Don't worry about the results. Just keep trying to get better. It's gonna come, and you know, hopefully you'll learn something from this that you can take on with you to your next attack. So that'll do it for me on this video, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you have any questions or comments, you can leave those below. Until next time, see you later.